Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight and happy Sunday. I hope everyone had a great Sunday. Let me just try to get this down. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. But we do have tragedy in Texas. Tragedy. Um, and I'll make a video on that. I'll do a video. I've been intending to do it. I'm trying to put some socks on. Y'all have to excuse me. I know, sitting here for so long, my feet get cold. But anyway, my prayers go out to all the families and all the people and people that still haven't been accounted for, maybe still hope hanging onto a tree or stuck somewhere and still alive. I pray that someone come and find you soon. My prayers go up to your families and for all the people that's looking and searching for all the survivors. I pray for everybody. I really do. My heart goes out to you. We'll be doing a video on it and pretty soon. Thank you guys. Okay. And when y'all come in, everybody just coming into the house, make sure y'all say prayers for all the families and people that are trying to still survive that may just haven't been found yet. And the families and the people that are doing the research, not research, searching and everything, whether you're just volunteering your time to help the families or whether you are from the police department, the fire department, from wherever you came from to help find all the, and help all the people. Oh, and I heard a lot of stuff about the, what do you call it, when they come out. I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry, I really did forget the name, but it'll come to me. When you need help and they come out for like, what is it? Floods or tornadoes and hurricanes. I do pray for everybody. And I heard that a lot of discrepancies on that. And, I just have to talk about it later because I don't want to get into everything on that. But guys, thank you all. And make sure you all send out your prayers. Thank you. And let me get back to the matter at hand. I see everybody coming in. Thank you all for being in the Pink House today. I know I look a hot mess. I just threw this on. I didn't know what I was putting on. I was complaining about how I wanted to do this and do this, but didn't have time. I looked around and it was time to get put some clothes on. And I didn't feel like putting on any clothes. So we just found this sweatshirt and threw on me. Because what I wanted to wear, I said, no, because when I put that on, I want to at least have my hair combed to do something because I look a hot mess. I really do. And I was telling baby girl that I haven't done a facial in, I said, about a week? Almost a week. You can't do nothing when you got dogs and a 1-year-old running around. It's hard. It's hard. Whew. And I'm exhausted. So, guys, let me see who I got here. Hi, Renita. Thank you for being here. Renita D. Thank you. Thank you, Sizzling Bonnie, for being here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Hi, Miss Pinkie. Okay. You look nice tonight. Thank you. I don't feel nice. Oh, Lord, I really don't. Sounds good, too. What I really need, but I'll fall asleep. Guys, this live was planned for 4 o'clock today. I fell asleep. And I told my husband, I told him, my eyebrows. I told my husband, let me just do this, guys. I told my husband, do not let me fall asleep. Yeah, I need to brush them. They looking a hot mess. Everything looking a hot mess. I'm trying to get them up and make them look decent. That's okay. Oh Lord, I'm telling you, I look a hot mess. Hair a hot mess and everything. Baby girl was talking about that to me tonight when she was helping me, and she helped me to put the shirt on because y'all know I still can't do these sweat tops on. They're hard. I be pretending like I'm not. Nothing is wrong with me but my shoulder, and I wish I had some pain medicine right now. Baby girl, hold on, guys. Bring me some pain medicine. Because my shoulder is hurting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whew. Alice Shaw, thank you for being here. Hello, my beautiful Miss Pinkie and chat, praying for the family loss. I am too. Everybody, make sure you pray for all the families here in Houston. Um, Due to the rain, it's been raining here since I told who I don't know. Did I tell y'all or was talking to someone? I said it's been raining for 3 days. That was last week. I think that was maybe Friday. I said that or whatever. It's still raining. It have not stopped. And then this morning it was pouring down again so hard. And I was telling my husband, they don't need no more rain. Don't need no more rain out here. Oh Lord! I told you I look a hot mess. And hi, Carlton. Thank you for being here. Oh, now that's the one I like, Carlton. Okay, I like that one. See, he be changing up his avatars, and I'd let him know which one I like. I like that one. Okay, so don't be changing up. Not on me, because I like that one. Okay. Nikki News on narcissism. Nikki. Ooh, Lord. That's what I want to put on my thumbnail. Is anybody safe after the narcissist if he get loose? But I got something to tell you all on that. I hope, let me just say this here. Let me just pull it up first. Y'all, I ain't gonna say it. Let me just pull it up. Okay. See here? You see him right there? He's sitting down on his knees in the courtroom. Let me tell y'all something. Oh, before I finish, do something for me, guys. If my audio is okay and I sound okay, put a 1 in the chat before I get started. Give me a 1 so I know. Give me a 1 in the chat. Okay. Now let me go ahead and tell you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Alice and Nikki. Let me tell y'all this. I heard, I'm not going to say no names. Some people talking about the Diddy trial. Okay? I ain't going to say no names. Because I don't say names. When I say something to you, you know when I say something to you. So I don't say names. Not at all. I'm the type of person, and when I call your name, you know I'm calling your name because I'm coming for you. So that's why I don't say names. I don't do names because I don't play. So, but let me just tell you. But this is not a play moment. This is a moment that Pinkie will saying everybody is doing their best on the Diddy trial. Sean Diddy Combs, Sean P. Diddy Combs, the Diddler, aka Brother Love, aka Love, whatever you Puff Daddy, Pooh, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, let me just say everybody's doing their best. Okay, everybody is doing their best, but there's a lot of stuff that people really don't know, and What do you all think of that trial? What did you all think? Because that was already taken care of. That was a that was a performance. That was a performance. But one thing the Hitler didn't count on. Oh, let me put my thing going across my banner. Everything I said so far is allegedly again. Oh, now, okay. But one thing the Hitler didn't count on is, oh, let me just say, everybody that don't, everybody, y'all be looking for your gifts in the mail, okay? Now let me your gifts from the watch party, the Dittler watch party, the verdict watch party. Be looking for your gift that you won during that watch party. All right. We got to give them a better name than gifts. Your winnings or something. Somebody got to help me to come up with something. Y'all got to help me to come up with something. But let me just say this, that was a performance. That was not it was a real trial. There was a real courtroom, real people in there, real judge, real jurors, and Diddy was real, and his family was real in there, and the chairs, everything was real, okay? But that was a performance. Now, only thing that was wrong with that performance, let me be only thing that was wrong with it is, let me just take the verdict, because I want to keep track so I won't forget. Okay, only thing wrong with it, not wrong with it, but y'all saw Diddy's true reaction when the verdict came down. Okay, and y'all saw the look and surprise in his eyes and face and the way he reacted when they said bail denied. Because, so let me just explain to you what I'm saying. All that was a performance put on. Okay? It was a performance. And there is another superseding, what is it? Should I say trial? Not another trial going to be coming up, but y'all know there's going to be lots of trials coming up, right? But there's been more lawsuits filed since the July the 2nd, because that was on a Wednesday, because the court was going to be closed on Thursday, and Friday was 4th of July, July 4th, right? And the judge told them they got to go in and make a decision, okay? It was July 1st when let me pull it up. But the reason why I'm saying this, you all saw, I got more, but you all saw what you're supposed to see. People call up and say, don't let him out. Don't let him out. There was reasons to say that, but any other judge, probably it could be a more than a 50-50 chance. It could have been more of a 90% chance or 85% chance. The ninja narcissist probably would have been getting out, because that's supposed to happen, but it didn't happen because we had a stand-up judge. Just because he listened to you, that don't mean he's going to do what you say, because he was running his courtroom, and Diddy tried to take over several times, but it didn't work. The man, after Mr. Judge would see this, he had to call him on it. And we saw that moment, okay? And we heard that moment, okay? A lot of people saw it, and a lot of people just heard it and read it. So y'all remember that moment, right? Let me see what Alex Pinkie Kim Porter book got so many men's he slept with, and Kim was going to tell that's why she was unalive. Yeah, Kim was going to tell a lot of stuff. That's why he gave her what she got, and she that pneumonia, because 2 autopsies was done. That pneumonia in her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's not the only one. Everybody got pneumonia. Nikki News on narcissism. Yeah. Oh, she's hi Sharon. Sharon, thank you for being here. Thank you. I'm glad you graced us with your presence. Alice, yes. Okay. Now, this is a day, not just for me, but anybody. This is a day we all can talk about it. Okay. So, but I will be dropping my link anyway. But let me just get the points out. So y'all saw the performance. That was all set to go down. Now we know he was charged with all of this. We know we know the verdict and everything. Did you remember when the verdict first came out on that Monday, right? And they said it was 4 out of the 5. Y'all remember? Do anybody remember that? Where they said they made a decision on 4 out of the 5 charges. Do y'all remember that? That was on July 1st. That was on Monday. 4 out of the 5. And then, what? Let me just bring it up. Let me see, can I find it? Oh, okay. Let me see, is that one it? It was one. Okay. Okay, on July the 1st. I'm going to show you all this. Because everybody don't realize that was all staged. That's planned to go down like that. But Diddy got a shocker of his life because he didn't expect that. Now, his family, allegedly, his family had a big celebration. They was going to have a big 4th of July because Thursday, the court was closed, right? Friday is 4th of July. So they had everything planned, invited a lot of people, everything. Now, I'm not sure whether they'll show up, besides the family may show up, because when you're a celebrity, you can dig deep. You can dig down 5 and 6 generations of family you didn't even know you had. They show up. But would all his friends that turned their back on him show up? That's the question. That is the question. Okay? So, when I say that is the question, it is. They had planned a big celebration, everything. Everything was ready, awaiting his arrival back to Miami, Star Island. Everybody. Remember, going into the courthouse. Remember how the family was happy? Because remember on July the 1st, judge tells jury to continue deliberating in Sean's Diddy Combs trial. That was on Monday. Okay? Okay, what happened in court? The judge, now I'm going to have to bring it over here because I don't have my glasses on. Okay, the jury has reached a verdict in 4 out of 5 counts in Sean's federal criminal trial. Here's what you should know. Okay, they reached 4 out of 5. Okay, if they reach 4 out of 5, so you got 5, then reach 4. Okay, but when they get there on Tuesday, it all changed. Did y'all notice that? I brought that up on the day of the verdict. What happened? I mentioned that. What happened? What it was 4 out of 5. Now it's 3 out of 5. Miss Pinkie in chat. Hi, Miss Missy. Thank you. What a lovely surprise to watch you this evening. Thank you. Thank you. But it went from one number to the other. And I hope you're having a good you had a good Sunday, because it's late. And I know when we get through, we're all going to bed. So, but it now, so that changed with the wind. Okay. So let me get a little closer because I really can't see right now. It say the federal jury in Sean's Diddy Combs trial reached a verdict in 4 out of the 5 counts today after deliberating for roughly 12 and a half hours. They should have put 13 hours and 17 minutes, I think. But anyway, the jury sent a note to the judge saying that they did not reach a verdict on count 1. Okay, I'm glad they're saying that. On count 1, which is racketeering conspiracy that carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. Now, let me ask you. They have reached a verdict on 4 of them, but they couldn't do nothing on the first one, racketeering conspiracy. It was like pulling teeth, I guess. I guess they couldn't reach that, get that out of their mouth to save their own life. Yes, I noticed a change. He didn't get a no 4th of July ribs on that. Thank God. I'm so glad. He was hoping to sleep in his own big flush, big warm, comfy bed instead of a big blob of metal and no pillow. But then it changed to, let me pull it up by my phone. Okay, here it is. Okay, they reached a verdict on count 1, which is the racketeering. Let me just pull this up so I can let y'all see it. Okay, they reached a verdict on count 1, which is the racketeering, not guilty. Okay, that's the one that they was had to go home and think about it. And I think when they went home, they didn't supposed to talk about it or do nothing with nobody, right? Or watch TV. One juror slipped up. I think he was an alternate. He was an alternate. And I said, is he just don't make no sense? He's not making no sense? Or did he make a mistake when he was talking? Because can't nobody tell me somebody didn't get paid off. I'm just putting it out there. What do you all think? Did somebody get paid off? Can't nobody tell me nobody got paid off, because this thing changed with the wind. And in my opinion, allegedly, that this was to bring Diddy down. He got too big for his britches, doing too much, where they all will be compromised. So the people, the head people, the big bosses, oh, They just let them fall. You have to scare a person. Scare them no matter how big they are. But any other mistakes he make after they get through cleaning this mess up the way they see fit, because they ain't going to clean it up all the way. They got to let you see what you did. Let you see what it feels like to be a commoner, a felon, a regular person. And like somebody said, he's working for the feds. He's working for the feds, and I always have been working for the feds. Somebody in prison always said that. Y'all remember how Suge always said that? And I don't think, what do Suge have to gain out of this? What do we have to gain from this right now? So, but anyway, so conspiracy to commit and cover up a pattern of criminal activities. That was count one, the racketeering, including trafficking, arson, kidnapping, and bribery. And you tell me you can find none of that going on in count one? You mean you can find none of that in count one? What about the arson? Kid Cudi's car. What about Kid Cudi's car? Let me also drop my link down. Oh, I'm gonna bring that back up. Just give me a second, guys. What about Kid Cudi's car? Kid Cudi. Don't y'all think that was some that was arson, wasn't it? If my mind wasn't working right, I'd probably be thinking like the people on the jury. No, that's not arson. Yes, it is. Okay. What about forced labor? Cassie and all the witnesses, y'all didn't hear them? Were y'all falling asleep or dozing off in La La Land? Or too busy trying to make sure you don't forget what you was told to do and what it is that you're going to do? Did it change every day when it was time for y'all to deliberate? Did it change? You was given different instructions and you didn't want to make a mistake, but then you slipped up and maybe said something contradicting your own self in an interview. But you supposed to be these great, big John people with all these degrees, right? Well-educated people, right? Smart people, right? But why would you keep talking and nothing what you're saying don't make no sense? Nobody learned anything doing that alternate interview that he did. And I'm going to try to bring it up. Nobody learned anything. I didn't learn anything. What I did learn that you was keep slipping up. You were speaking for everybody, like somebody told y'all what to do. The way you was talking, it was like somebody gave y'all instructions. You know how the orange man always give everybody instructions and everybody have to have the same talking points? When they talk, they all say the same thing. You do an interview with them and they'll sit there and say, you ask them a question. Well, what about Biden? Well, what about Obama? Well, what about Hillary? Hillary, the tapes, ain't nobody talking about tapes. We asked you one question about the orange man. Why are you talking about somebody else? Well, they eating babies. And then the next person you interview from the same cult say the same thing. Well, you know about they eating babies. What about Hillary with the tapes? You be trying to figure out. Okay, it's just I didn't see this. And every time you interview somebody else, or another anchor or another station interview, another person from that same court. They say the same thing. You be wondering. And every day they repeat the same thing over and over and over and over. Nobody. And it's like, they drinking that Kool-Aid. Somebody is giving them the same Kool-Aid because all of it sounds alike. They must watch the same movie before they go to bed. Listen to the same audio before they go to bed. Got to be an audio or something. Because they all say the same thing. You wonder who told them that, you know? Hello, what is this? Starlit Champion. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you all for coming in. But it happens all the time. Remember how Mama was acting like she could hardly walk into the courtroom every day. But when the verdict was read and she thought he was being released, she was just squatting, strutting, and in and out of the courtroom. Remember how they was waving their hands? They waved at you last week. They was waving their hands at you. They was smiling coming out the courtroom. Even the one that's not real smart, of the boys, the one that's not smart. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Okay, him. He was out in front of the courthouse, too, on the other side. There's two sides, two doors, right? He was out there doing push-ups, and I guess that was his girlfriend, strutting around. They always out there, him and somebody doing push-ups. He got his shirt off, strutting around, showing all his. You know what I said to myself? So my ribs is not the only one that shows. My bones are not the only one that show. His bones show to be a young man. I would think he would have more meat on his bone. I guess not. I guess he didn't eat for a while Daddy was locked up. So he's strutting around with all the bones showing and doing push-ups and all this here stuff. They popping and he popping and locking it. And I said, damn, they really clowning today. They clowning today. They want to know something that we don't know. Because somebody got paid. Somebody got paid. Think about it. The biggest one, which is the racketeering. All of a sudden, they don't even know what racketeering is. Couldn't find out one thing. Racketeering, they two, right? Only two. So, only two. It includes SEX trafficking. So, if that includes SEX or S trafficking, how did you get to a number? Let me pull this back up. I'm sorry, guys. Let me do this here, put this back up. How did you get to 3 and 5? How did you get to a 3 and 5? Transportation to engage in prostitution. How did you get to that one? That I didn't understand. Transportation, individual across state, transporting individual across state lines, international lines to engage in XCX. How could you get to? I don't understand. Somebody make me understand. Because when I don't understand something, you don't know, I'm quick to ask you, I don't understand. Make me understand this. How did you reach a not guilty verdict on racketeering? It includes other things now. Arson, we already talked about the kid cut his car, right? Kidnapping. Okay. If you don't want to say kidnapping, okay, I understand that. We can let that one go. Bribery. Oh, how did you not understand that one? We have bribery all the time. Listen, the bribery is, did we supposed to have, what's that girl? I can't say that, but witness number 3. As Bozeman showed up and never showed up, was she she was bribed. She didn't even come back. She didn't even come to court. And like I told y'all, I know who she is. I ain't saying her name still. She got to come out there and say it herself. Because still, court said, I'm not going to be the first one to say it. So I'm going to let everybody else say it. But, yeah. Yeah. Y'all know I'm not going to say who Jane Doe. Everybody know who Jane Doe is. Everybody know who Jane Doe is. If you remember half of her testimony. Y'all remember her testimony? She dated another famous celebrity. That's all she dated is rich man. Yeah. Remember she got a baby, right? A little, yeah. I ain't saying nothing about that though. I know when not to speak on something. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not speaking on that one. Because I like that. See, I know one thing I know about me. That's somebody I don't fool with. Not, I like them. I really do. But I don't fool with everybody. Now, anybody else, I'll speak on you and probably think nothing about it. I don't fool with everybody. I know. Because they're like me in a way. So when you know somebody is like you, you leave them alone. And I'm smart enough to know I'm not going to fool with that person. So y'all ain't going to get me to tell who she is and who she dated. I'm not. Hello, Pinkie, the housewife. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Ophelia. Thank you for being here. I love the red roses. Thank you, Queen Liz. Hello, Queen. N-O-N. Thank you, Queen Liz, for being here. Thank you all guys for showing up. But I know better. What was that? Okay, let's get back to this. Then I'm going to bring up this video for you guys. Because the verdict was one thing on one day and totally changed the next day. Because see, one thing about that, I said to myself, now, something happened. They had 4 out of 5. Now they got 3 out of 5. And they can't find nothing. I just named 2 already. And if I can, there's others. But let's go ahead on with the show. Because we know somebody got paid. And Diddy didn't expect somebody to get paid. So, because you got to remember, he was putting on a performance. He was acting. He was doing like he always act. That was how he act always. But there's knowing how to act when you in a courthouse and how to act when you're not. So he was charged. So count 1 was not guilty. Count 2 and 4 was not guilty. But see, they had made a decision on count 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not the 1. Okay. And count 2 and 4, X trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, forcing or coercing individuals into commercial sex act. Count 3 and 5, guilty, transportation to engage in prostitution, transporting individuals across state lines, international lines to engage in commercial sex. See. So this don't be making no sense. So somebody got paid, and because why would you, if you didn't know your daddy or your son was coming home, why would you go through setting up, getting everything all set up for his release and for him coming home, and all of a sudden you waving at everybody and stuff, and y'all just as happy as a peacock and everything? You know what I'm saying? You just happy as a peacock. Hey, Miss Pinkie, good evening. They're going to bring him on other charges in CA in California and Florida, in my opinion. Yeah. There is other, wait, just put it back up here. There is other crimes that you all don't know about. And when you got other crimes going on, it's easier if you're already in the lockup for them to then bring you back and lock you back up. If they already got you locked up, that's all they need. That you already locked up. So why change it? If three, because he was judge number 4 that said no. So if all these other judges said that you're a danger to the community, to the community, you're a danger to everybody that was that testified in your trial. Everybody on the prosecution side, you're a danger to them. And then you're a danger to all your so-called friends. Everybody, because only thing I see is just revenge coming out. When I say revenge, I mean revenge to the third. He ain't coming out to be, a happy Diddy, Diddler. He's coming out to be a vengeful Diddy, Diddler. Vengeful. Okay. Now, let me ask y'all, remember? Oh, before we finish with this, let me just bring it back up, because we're going to talk about Cassie's new lawsuit. Not just Diddy got a lawsuit, but Cassie got a new lawsuit. And Cassie, I'm rooting for Cassie all the way, regardless of whether she got a lawsuit or not. Because Cassie was a child, a kid, a teenager. I don't care how you slice it. When you're a grown person and you got kids yourself, and you look at what, 19 years old? You ain't nothing but a child. Go sit yourself down. You see what I'm saying? And you tell them, don't get too grown for your britches. I don't know what that meant though, but don't go up before your time. And he's a grown man. So we're gonna talk about more about that. But also, Cassie is being sued. And we're going to talk more about the verdict, the fake verdict, and why I feel that people got paid. Yeah. When I say got paid, I really mean got paid. Think about it. Everybody changed their tune up in there. All up in here. All up in here. And the jurors all just flipped on a dime. What make them all not see nothing? Or can't understand nothing? All of them act like they don't even understand nothing. It's like I just shook my head on that day. But also on that day, when I finally got off, I think we was live for what, 6 hours? We did a 6-hour live. I was exhausted. But I didn't forget, like I said during that live, they had 4 out of 5 charges. Then they had 3 out of 5. What changed? But somebody got paid. Because why did mama and the whole family was getting ready for a big celebration, a big party. They was getting ready to throw down. And all of a sudden, no more. They waving at you, they smiling, they happy. First time y'all ever saw the kids happy, smiling like that. I ain't talking about them goofy boys of here, especially the slow one. I ain't talking about him. He just like his daddy. And let me just say, since I'm talking about the boys, in my opinion, that other one, that's he called his son, and not I'll be sure, not his son, but the other light skinned one with the good hair. Okay, yeah, I said good hair. Um, he, I don't think. Have y'all ever noticed he don't look nothing like Diddy, but he looked like somebody else. But he ain't no longer here. He did like everybody else around Diddy, having to be pushing daisies. Yeah. And all of a sudden now he claims that's his son. Yeah. He always been claiming that. But is it really his son? Look at the person that person that's pushing daisies. Look at his picture. He looked just like that man. But since he's Diddy's son, maybe he needs to get out of the way too. That may be another reason he's not here no more. He looked just like Diddy's old time. Another pygmy on Diddy's camp. Another one. Yeah. He's been struggling with his car payment for the longest. Diddy don't give, and the one that's not smart, not I'm not calling kind of not smart. The one that looks just like him, the twin, his twin. He be spending money all and acting like and none of his record sells. I don't think he put out a record yet. If he do, somebody help me, because I know I said he put out something with West, K West, but I tell you, is that on the K West name? Because he don't put nothing out. I think his dad doing him the same way that he did Cassie's career. He got pushed down. 10, 20, 40 years later, still will be pushed down, never going to go anywhere. That's the control. That's the control of a narcissist. They want you and they're going to control you. But let me finish this right quick. Okay. The court began today with the jury sending more notes to the judge. The latest was a note asking for several transcripts selections, including Cassie's testimony regarding the Intercontinental Hotel incident. Y'all remember that, where he dragging her down the hallway. He stomps her, snatched her from in front of that elevator, just sling her down like a little rag doll, and then gonna kick her like she's a fake doll or something, just kicking her and stomping on her. If somebody do that to my hip, that break your hip. But if thank God she's young. But you don't stomp nobody. Somebody need to show them what that feels like. Y'all boys in prison need to show them what that feels like. I don't believe in violence. I'm not advocating violence on nobody. But just ask somebody in prison, what do that feel like when y'all get beat up in here and somebody stomped you? What do that feel like? Now, I'm quite sure they can tell you. They'll do a good sit down and explain to you what that feels like. And sometimes you may be in a lot of pain after that. But anyway, so they asked for the transcripts for that. So they want to go back and look at that. But y'all seen a whole video of that too. Y'all seen the video, you know? So they got the video. Judge said, yeah, y'all can get them and everything. And then also they also wanted the what was the her Cassie's Instagram post. That's her Instagram post in response to that that surveillance video. And you know why? Because they said after that she did another freak off. But after that, a lot of women that have abusive husbands, they're still gonna do what he tell them. Yeah, because they don't want to get beaten no more. But we got somebody out there saying that what Cassie said opened the door for him to speak now. Yes, that's what he said. His name is Dave. He's saying she wasn't a victim, but maybe the way you said she wasn't a victim, but she was a victim. We saw for our eyes the way he treated her, how he beat her and stomped her. We saw for our own eyes the pictures of her cut big gash over her eyebrow and her busted lip and swollen face and black eyes. That was makeup. That wasn't movie star makeup that they put on you for a beat up scene or something. Okay. Okay, let me just do this here before we change into something. I want to show you all something. Is this the it was one of these I want to show y'all. Okay. Okay. This is when they said they was going to continue. See this picture right here? They're going to continue to deliberate for us. And what the seemed like the judge. Oh, but if he had took that from last week, from that day before, I think that could have led to a mistrial, in my understanding. We definitely didn't want that. No, but that was the plan. Either that if either get him out now, or if he do get out, I mean, if he do have to go to the prison, don't give him too much time, just a little time. So his image, everything that he had worked for, his brand, his image, everything would be tarnished. But Diddy ain't worried about that. He just worried about getting out. Because remember, he said, don't stop, don't quit or something. He said what Diddy wants, Diddy gets. Yeah, screaming, beating the death. What he wants, he gets. He'll find some other suckers and everything. And only way I knew this was a setup, that was all acting, and it was a payoff. I just realized that lamp was on back there. I did not realize that lamp was on back there until just now. Okay. But anyway, it's because they never got Elaine Maxwell. What happened to Miss Maxwell? She never came in. Right? What about D-Rock? Where's D-Rock? Where are some of all the people that work in this company? You mean none of them could come in and testify? People was dropping out left and right, refusing to come in? Or is it a plan to have them all? We're going to be going through another trial, so other people get a chance to see another trial. We get a chance to do this again, guys. Okay? We're going to get a chance to do this again. Let me show y'all this video. And while I'm talking about that, let me just say, who is Clayton Howard? He go by Dave. And while I'll let you all watch this short little video, because during that trial, it was a lot of chaos inside the courthouse, outside the courthouse, both places. People wasn't acting right. People was acting a fool. I don't know why. I don't understand why people for Diddy, and y'all could be for Diddy. I'm not saying I'm for Diddy or not for Diddy. I just said I believe Cassie. So I'm not for neither one of them. But I believe Cassie. I, I believe Cassie. Yes, I do. She was abused. Yes. She was taken advantage of. She was brainwashed by a sadistic, nasty old man. Yeah. But after we watch this video, because I'm not going to talk much about this subject here, but I just want y'all to see people was having questionable. I'll just let y'all watch it, okay? This is from the Daily Mail, okay? This is from the still got the same one up. This is from the Daily Mail, guys. And y'all can always go back to the Daily Mail, pull up dailymail.com. That will be down in my description box. You can go back and pull it up and watch it for yourself again. Okay? Let's see. Here it is. I'm getting ready to play this video. And it's Diddy's fans removed by riot police after spraying each other with baby oil. Now, I never met none of these people that's doing all this stuff. So I don't have nothing good or bad to say about nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just showing you a video from the Daily Mail. That's it. They can do whatever they want. Because I think baby oil, you probably won't be able to find it soon. Baby oil is gone. Because if Diddy ever gets out, y'all won't be able to find this baby oil. Or if you do try to buy some, he may have somebody out there watching at all the big major stores that sell baby oil in bulk, or any store, because y'all taking supplies from him. Because if he got 100 people on his staff, he can go get 100 bottles of baby oil, or get everybody to get about 10 of them. It shouldn't call suspicion. Just say, I just need 10. My friend is having a baby, so I want her not to have to worry about baby oil for the first 6 months or first year. You know what I mean? Everybody come back with their baby oil, or have everybody in there on the job that work for you. Everybody got to bring in a lot of baby oil every month to keep. And don't forget the Astroglide. Got to bring that in too. But I have this because we got a real live baby in the house. Okay, so I just want y'all to know that. Let me just go ahead and play this here. Y'all ready? Now, like I said, what you say, Pinkie? Like I said, I don't know who they are. Or I've learned after watching another video like this. But I don't know who they are. I don't never heard of them until this trial started going on, and never really paid them too much attention until everybody getting happy with the baby oil. Here we go. Oh, let me pull it back. Oh, I got it muted. Okay, here we go, guys. just too much. Isn't that just too much, guys? Well, you don't have to worry about putting no lotion on right now. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Rub that in, you be shining for a while. You know, I just wanted y'all to see that. Let me see. Everybody got it on their own some kind of way. Everybody. Now, I haven't looked at a few of these here. Let me, I guess these are reaction videos. Let me just.
I know good and goddamn well I did not see big buckaroo tooth Armand Wiggins weird ass outside of the courthouse at the Diddy trial, slathering himself in baby oil. I knew once he got that damn show canceled, that show that was on Fox Soul. I know once he got that show snatched, he was gonna start spiraling. Very fucking weird. That's crazy. What do you? He's never gonna let this shit down. Don't ever let him come back into the fold after that. That is crazy. It's fucking crazy. He don't get them fucking teeth shaved down. Weird ass. I know good and goddamn well I did not.
Oh my God. Okay. See, I don't even know who he is. He must know him. And I didn't even know he had a show. See, I can tell I don't know who these people are. Let me see what she's saying. She said, y'all see my face watching Amon Wiggins, I guess that's his name, throw baby oil on himself outside the Diddy trial. I guess she's showing a stank face. Y'all see that? That's not me. She's not saying anything. Okay? She's not saying anything. This is a, oh my Lord. I just want y'all, TikTok always got some crazy stuff going on. And, you know, you can't get over TikTok. TikTok is a gift that keeps giving. Okay? Now, let me go ahead and do this before let me do this. Where's that video? Where's that video? Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Oh Lord. Okay. I'm gonna put this. Let me see. Okay, I know I got some videos in here that I wanted y'all to look at. Okay, here's the this is another video on how people outside the courtroom been reacting to the Diddy verdict. Some people throw baby oil on themselves, and a lot of people been chanting around. I was watching this one video. I mean, these people want to fight. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, these men was going at it. I said, ooh, Lord, please don't fight, because that's all they need is for them to be locked up. Okay. This also will be down in my description box. PIX 11 News. Here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge that. This is how the New Yorkers respond to the Diddy verdict.
The scene outside the federal courthouse included people yelling about baby oil and doing a Diddy dance.
Let's do it, Diddy dance. Come on. Hey, let's do it, Diddy dance. Come on.
Tourists stopping to take in the spectacle.
I've never seen anything like that, you know. Yeah,
Wait, did he say they was doing the Diddy dance? Oh, that's that dance. Oh, I have to think the Diddy dance. What is the Diddy dance? I remember now. Because everybody used to say he can't dance. Remember? Other people always said he can't dance. He's not a rapper and he can't dance. Okay. Where's that Diddy dance? It's only 2 minutes. Here it is. I want to see it.
The scene outside the federal courthouse included people yelling about baby oil and doing a Diddy dance.
Let's do it, Diddy dance. Come on. Hey, let's do it, Diddy dance. Come on.
Tourists stopping to take in the spectacle.
I've never seen anything like that, you know. Yeah, it's a very famous case.
Inside the courtroom, the wheels of justice played out, the judge denying Sean Diddy Combs bail while he awaits sentencing. Onlookers described Combs as stunned. I spoke to Diddy's friend of more than 3 decades, who's been at the trial every day.
So do you think he was stunned when the decision came in?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he was. I would say surprised. He's just hoping for the best. Whatever it was going to be, he wasn't overly confident. He was just like, wishing like we all was. And the judge decided differently.
I just got the word, y'all. Bail is denied.
The decision happening within 20 minutes of the start of the hearing, and word spread quickly to the throngs of people packed into police pens.
We say thank you to our Lord. And we say thank you to our Savior for at least one little bit of a win today.
I am happy that he got denied bail. I'm happy. That's why I sat here and watched everybody dance, do the Diddy bop. I don't hear no music now. Where's the music at?
I hear music.
I hear music saying, na 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 na. Hey, goodbye.
But there are those like Raymond who are longtime fans of the rap mogul and felt differently.
So he was found guilty on 2 of the charges. Did you think that he should be able to go home while pending sentence?
Yes, the prosecutor, they had to backtrack, twice. I guess when they, brought up the prosecution, they don't feel the same way today.
What is his state of mind? When was the last time you spoke with him?
Today he's relaxed. He's happy that he don't have to deal with the RICO and all those other stuff, all those other lies that they put out on him. So he's okay.
I can tell you that I talked to Sean. For those of you who know, I've known him for almost 20 years. And he's thankful, he's relieved, and he thanks the jurors. I think the jurors did what jurors do, which is they saw through an overcharged, overzealous, kind of a crazy prosecution, and they did the right thing. And that's why, when people talk about tyranny and fascism and everything else, as long as you've got a jury system that works, that's what separates us from the rest of the world. And Sean is thankful. As a helicopter parent, I couldn't be prouder, and I'll let them talk. I don't want to steal their thunder. That doesn't really, the bail, I think, is besides the point. He was acquitted of the trafficking. He was acquitted of the RICO. Those were always, I thought, as an observer, a ridiculous use of taxpayer resources. This case was never what it was made out to be. This case was ridiculous in so many different ways, and I'm just thankful that the jury saw through it.
But he's still facing prison time.
Sean is, the interesting thing about prison is it's a timeout, and he's had a lot of time to reflect, and he's in a good place mentally, and I'm proud of him. And by the way, for those of you who may miss it, the defense didn't put on a single witness. The defense tried their case within the prosecution case. And at the end of the day, it's a colossal failure by the prosecution.
Mark Garagos speaking there, referencing the other defense attorneys, although it looks like none of them are stepping up to the microphones. Very interesting there, saying he's spoken with Diddy, saying that Diddy is thankful and relieved, thinks that the jury saw through what he described as a crazy and overzealous prosecution here, saying that Sean Combs is in a good place mentally, calling prison, because Combs presumably, of course, will face prison time here, for the 2 counts that he was found guilty of related to the prostitution, saying that, in fact, Diddy views that, or it is viewed as a timeout. Let me bring in, I think we have Rahima Ellis, who's live for us outside court, Danny Savalos with us as well. And there you have it, some of the first reaction now after this very intense day for both the defense and the prosecution with the verdict coming back.
Yeah, Hallie, Mark Garagos, a well-known defense attorney. He was connected with the Menendez brothers trial, as you will know, out in California. And his daughter, Tenny Garagos, is one of the primary attorneys for the defense team of Sean Diddy Combs, calling himself a helicopter parent. He has been around this case on and off during the 7 to 8 weeks of the trial. He said himself he's a helicopter parent, so perhaps giving his daughter some advice on which direction they should go in terms of trying this case. But he said, and you heard him say, we have a jury system that works, and that the system of the prosecution, he said that they had overcharged this case. His analysis is that it should have never come to a federal court, and he is pleased, as well as the fact making the point that Sean Combs is pleased as well, because those most serious counts that he was charged with, he could have been facing life behind bars. That will not be the case in terms of these other 2 counts that he was found guilty of, the ones of transportation in order to pursue prostitution. Each one of those carries a 10-year sentence maximum. And if they were found together, I mean, if he was given the maximum on that, that would be 20 years. That's a lot less than life for a 55-year-old man. And the expectation is, as Danny has been saying, that he will not get 20 years in prison. So again, Mark Garagos saying that he is very happy. Sean Combs is happy. Apparently, though somewhat disappointed that he is not being released on bail while he waits for the sentencing in this case. The judge very quickly this afternoon, when that bail hearing came up about an hour ago or so, almost 2 hours ago at 5 o'clock, he quickly denied the defense team's request for there to be bail. And the prosecution saying that there had been evidence presented during the trial, and even an admission by the defense that Sean Diddy Combs was a violent man with a quick temper. And excuse me, the prosecution saying essentially you should take him at his word, and therefore it is not enough to say that he sat during this trial, that he has been, according to the defense, a model prisoner since he was been in detention in Brooklyn since September. The judge was not buying it.
We thank you for watching, and remember.
Okay, guys. Now, let me just take this down. I hope y'all see there's a lot of stuff going on, you know. There's a lot going on. There's rumors on TikTok the juror was laid off. What was laid off? Shakila, I hope I pronounced that right. Rumors on TikTok, juror was laid off. Let me just see. Thank you for coming in. Let me take this down here. And I don't know whether you're talking about this here. Let me see. But let me just see. Jerry was laid off. You know, Jerry got paid. Somebody got paid in this. That's why everything just shifted all of a sudden. It's like, oh, we don't remember. We don't know what arson is. We don't know what racketeering is. We don't know what nothing is. They just don't know. We just don't know. They just have no idea about anything. Let me just see. This is the alternate juror who you can see him. I think it's maybe CNN or one of them that tested. Let me just pull it up from the news outlet. Okay. Oh, here it is. Right here. I'm going to get rid of him. So I'm getting rid of him and pulling it up. And it is on CNN too. So this is an alternate. This is the one. Remember I said there was a juror or an alternate, I think he is, that did an interview and he didn't know either he was made a mistake or he either made a mistake or forgot or something or was paid or something. And he didn't know what he was talking about. I said he didn't know what he was talking about. Make it make sense. That's what I said. He don't know what he's talking about. Make it make sense. And that he was either, or he made a mistake because he's contradicting himself. That's what I said. He was contradicting himself. And they supposed to be so smart, everybody with their degrees and this and that. I'm not saying I don't have one. Of course I have one. But the thing about it, he forgot the game plan. He was on talking points because he kept referring to everybody as us or we. And it's like, no, if you're talking about your decision, you can't be talking about how somebody else decides. What about you? She asked some questions about you. He do that. Remember that quote of the orange hair man? I tell you, right. He done doing the same thing. Let me know. Somebody got paid. Diddy knew he wasn't going nowhere. Hi, sweet tea. Thank you for being here. I have to do a replay. Okay, sweet tea. That's fine. Thank you. And sweet tea, that's okay. Be looking for everybody that's in the chat. Be looking for you all's gifts from the like I said, because a lot of people just recently came in. I said it earlier. Be looking for your gifts from the verdict watch party that we did. Yeah, y'all be looking for it. Okay. All right. So this is the interview. It says, listen to what an alternate juror in the Sean, I guess that's in the Sean Diddy Combs trial had to say. Sean Diddy Combs trial had to say. You're welcome, sweet tea. Okay, so this is it, guys. This man don't know what he's talking about. And if he do, somebody Explain it to me, because I swear I don't know what this. He talking in riddles. He says one thing and then contradicts himself in the next one, and then acting like he don't know. So you really don't find out anything from this interview. So he had to be getting paid or something. He getting paid from somewhere or got paid from somebody, because he don't know what he's talking about. If you're an alternate, why the hell? I mean, why are you up there? If you're an alternate, did you participate? Or were you still just waiting around and waiting? Girl, guys, we're just gonna have to listen to this fool, okay? I don't mean to call him a fool. I'm just trying to be nice about him. Okay? I'm really trying to be nice, but we're getting ready to listen to him. All right? Here we go, guys. Oops. Here we go.
Joining me now is
good. Let me ask you, can you hear this good? Is it the audio? Is it loud enough? I hope so.
Joining me now is an alternate juror who was in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. George is joining us right now. This was 7 weeks of your life, hearing all of this testimony. You were an alternate. You did not deliberate, but did you agree with the final verdict?
I understood the final verdict. And I think if I, because I took a copious amount of notes overall. I took 350 pages worth of notes. Because at the end, we weren't told who was an alternate, who was the main juror until literally the last second when they were reading when the judge was reading his entire statement at the end. It was like, the first 12 of you are the jurors, the last 5 are the alternates. So we didn't know, even in the jury room, no one treated everyone, we all were equal because we didn't know who was who.
Would you have acquitted him on RICO?
I think reading all my notes and looking back at the evidence, I probably would have reached the same conclusion as the other jurors.
What was it about that charge?
I don't.
Y'all hear that? Oh, my throat is scratchy. But did y'all hear? I don't know. Man. So you let me. Y'all hear? I don't know. You don't learn anything from him. But I'm gonna. I got my water here, but I'm gonna. My throat is scratchy. Let me go get something for it. Okay, we're gonna continue to watch this, guys.
The thing with the when it, because we were asked and the judge had instructed us that we have to find, we have to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Mm-hmm. And I think there was always a little bit of doubt in people's mind. And I think it was a tough case to prove, especially the first one.
What about in his mind? What about in your mind? Was there reasonable doubt? You said other people and other people's mind. What about in your mind? Was that reasonable doubt? Stop telling us what other people was thinking. If you're an alternate, tell your position. We want to hear your position. What you was doing, not what everybody else. Once you tell us what you was doing, then you can go elaborate on everybody else. But we want to know what you did. Tell us what you did. If you're going to elaborate on everybody, first say, I did this, or I did this, or I knew, or I didn't know. Or I, tell me, I want to know what he did first, how he felt first. Then you can say, and well, other people, but first give me your take on it first. Because basically you up there just for your little book or your little money grab or whatever, and just talking about the other people. One of them, he up there for some reason. I mean, trial couldn't even be over before he ran up there. Man. And he looked so goofy. But I'm being nice. Okay?
And, there was always a little bit of doubt there, even from the beginning.
Why did you doubt?
I think some of the charges, some of the witnesses, you know, if you look at it one way, but then when you were listening to the defense, you know, you could see it's their way as well.
Were there any
So-
witnesses that?
Oh my Lord, this man! Somebody help me! Somebody help me! This man here, he keep. Ooh, y'all. Tell you what, I may go get some ice cream so it can relax me, and that coldness would be good on my throat while I watch this man talk. But I'm gonna let y'all listen, and I'm gonna listen on my phone while I go have my husband to put me some ice cream in a bowl, okay? Because I have to have something some relaxing food. Y'all know how everybody, y'all all do it too. You got to have some relaxing food that you like, right? Mine's right now it's going to be ice cream because I need something to soothe my throat. It's just scratchy right now. And you all would not believe this. It's July, right? But it's cool today. From all this rain, all this, oh, and it's muggy and raining all day, every day. Yeah. The flooding and everything. It's just cool today. I've been cold all day. Thank God I just got on a hoodie. Y'all should have seen what I had on before. Let me get up from here and go get my ice cream while this man here talks, but I'm going to listen to him and come right on back and sit here with y'all and eat my ice cream and then listen to him. Because like I said, either he made a mistake or he ain't making no sense. Because you ask him a question, he's going to direct it. He reminds, I told y'all, but he don't know. We ask him a direct question and listen. I want y'all to listen. Then he's going to contradict himself over and over. But you ask him a direct question, he's going to give you an answer for everybody. What about you? Tell us what she asked you first. Then you can give us some more juicy stuff. But tell us, answer the question first. Somebody help him. Somebody help him. Okay. Ooh, Lord. I don't like the still photo of him. It's scary. I don't know why. I ain't gonna say it. You know, I want to do he beat his wife if he got one. He probably don't. I'm not saying he do. He probably don't. You know, but oh, I don't like his eyes. It's always when I say I don't like a person's eyes, it's always for a reason. I promise to God. This is a true statement. When I say I don't like a person's eyes, the way they look by the eyes, something. Remember, y'all got to remember. Remember Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Everybody remember the crazy, right? The crazy, the demon boy, right? Remember from the very beginning, I used to always, if you watch my old videos, y'all used to hear me. I always say, I don't like his eyes. I knew he was no good by when I looked at his eyes on the show. The first day, the first episode, as soon as they showed him, show his face, and I got to look at them eyes, I knew he was no good. He was a demon. I could tell right by. I'm not calling this man a demon. He just scares the fuck out of me just looking at his face. I didn't say nothing like that. He just need to make up his mind what he's going to say. Pinkie, you get a lot of rain up your way this time of the year. It was like that when I stayed up that way. Yeah, it's been raining all day. No, for days. Remember last week, I said, I was talking to somebody, I think it had to be on the phone, because I said, it's been raining for the last 3 days or 4 days, something like that. It's been raining. Or I probably mentioned on my last live that it's been raining, or it looked like it's getting ready to rain. It's been raining every day, and it was pouring out so bad yesterday and today. Ooh, the Rivers can't take it. He looks like a Pete. Yes, sweetie. Look at he. Ooh, Lord. He looked creepy. Death. Hi, Sky. Nova. Sky, thank you for being here. Creepy. That's why I said I'm scared. And when I look at him, I don't like the still version of him. It scares the fuck out of me. I cannot stand that look. He looks like a person I wouldn't get along with. Maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know, but I don't like that look. I don't like that look. And that's a demon boy look from that show. Ooh, Lord. Whew, thank you for liking the video. Thank you. Ooh, Lord. Okay, here we go, guys. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna just go get some ice cream and I'll be right on back. Okay? Because y'all know I have to have something to calm me down. Oh, it's gonna make me hyper, but I'm still calm. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready?
Made you think, I don't believe this.
There was one that I think unanimously we kind of all said like, wow, like it was almost like watching like TV. It was like, like when I think her name was Dawn Richard, that one. When she on cross-examination, I mean, I never saw such a cross-examination. It was very impressive to watch.
What was it about it?
I think just how the defense, got into her and really made her, look very not credible. I mean, I even wrote in my notebook that it was like a takedown.
Really? And that was pretty early on.
That was pretty early on.
From the opening statements, did you have a mindset of who you thought had a better case?
No. I think overall, from the way I look at it, both sides presented really good. Both sides presented themselves well. We were very impressed with the prosecution and the defense, how they, the professionalism, how they carried themselves. I mean, it was really good lawyering, as they say.
Racketeering is notoriously a complex case. Did you feel that the prosecution presented enough evidence to support that there was even an enterprise?
I think they did the best that they could, but I think it was a tough case to prove.
Why?
I mean, when you look at the charges, kidnapping, arson, forced labor, the government had one side, but then the defense, they had some pretty good rebuttals to it. So I mean that I think added some doubt always, and I think in people's mind.
You didn't hear from some of the people the government said were co-conspirators, like employees,
like Christina Karam,
for example, or D-Rock. Yeah. Did that affect your thoughts about the case?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have wanted to hear from them?
We always thought that maybe we would hear from them, but maybe we also understood maybe why they wouldn't be called.
Why?
Because maybe they didn't want to testify, or they wouldn't really be proving the case, or maybe it would be not advantageous to be called. So, but honestly, we were just waiting till the end, until when the judge gave his instructions and how to interpret the law. Because I think everyone really didn't have anything made up, their mind made up, or in any way. It was really, everyone was waiting to see how, the definitions and how everything was going to be interpreted and what they were to be looked at. Exactly.
So important.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the sex trafficking cases, because of court charges. Obviously, Cassie Ventura testified visibly pregnant for days.
Yes.
How did her testimony impact you in your understanding of the case?
It did. We listened, we listened very intently. It was, I think, 5 days or forever of thing. And, it was very riveting. And it was very riveting testimony and very credible testimony.
You believed her?
I mean, I think we did. I think we did. I mean, she wouldn't have done all this just to come up there and lie about everything. So no, I don't think even the defense didn't come out and say or anything like that.
Did the money that they talked about in terms of a civil settlement she received, did that color her testimony for you at all?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No.
Did you look at the defendant, Diddy Combs, differently after her testimony?
No, I didn't really look at him too much. I mean, I always looked at him because my point of view was just literally at him, like some people are on the side, but I was more in the corner. So I was always like staring at him. But I don't think he was mostly just very composed and talking with his lawyers and very in control. It seemed like. Because I think I'm not really familiar too much with cases and I don't really follow, cases in court. So I don't know how defendants usually act. But sometimes what I've heard in from the news is that some defendants, they just sit very stoically. They don't interact with their lawyers. They just let their lawyers talk and go. But he was very, talking with them, writing notes, doing that. So you could tell that he was, he was fighting for himself.
You saw some very graphic images, videos. You heard very sexual and graphic details. What was that like, hearing that? And how did it impact how you viewed the case?
No, they were very graphic. And, but I think overall, we were looking at it from like one side, and it was definitely riveting and eye-opening.
What did you see on the videos? The press wasn't able to see it in real time.
Yeah. No, I mean, they were showing some of there was both the freak-offs and hotel nights, as they were called, from both of them. But it was...
what were they showing those videos?
They showed, again, the defense and the prosecution showed different clips, so they were very selective. Like the prosecution was showing more, just Cassie just sitting around.
The defense showed that.
Defense showed that, yeah.
Just her sitting around, not engaging in sexual activity.
Yes.
The prosecution, when you had to have your headphones on and otherwise, what were you seeing then?
There was sexual activity, but I mean, it wasn't really.
Was it force?
No, it didn't. It didn't seem forced. It was actually like pretty tame.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she?
It was just a lot of rubbing oil and stuff on there. It wasn't anything too graphic. I would say.
Let me ask you, this jury that deliberated did not find sex trafficking when it came to Cassie Ventura. They also didn't find it when it came to Jane. And I want to ask you about Jane in a moment. But did it surprise you when it came to Cassie Ventura that they did not convict on sex trafficking?
No, I don't. I think it was a difficult thing to prove, and I think there was always some doubt, whether. Because I think what the judge says, it has to be forced, and I think the defense did show some messages where it didn't seem that it was forced.
Oh, her text messages. She talked about it.
Yeah.
Here's those text messages. Here's U.S. Attorney's Office, SDNY. Okay, it says you can see what it says from. They got something over it. I guess that must be from Cassie, because the next one, I think it's going to be from Diddy. Yeah, from Puff. Okay, or from somebody. I guess it says, I'm supposed to come back to you. This is it was a subject. I'm supposed to come back to you, but then it says sent August 5th. 2009 at 8 p.m. Yeah, that had to be Cassie. Okay. And then it says, LOL, I'm just going up to change and put my ring in. I just picked it up. I'm always ready to freak off. To put my ring in? put my ring in. Is that what I'm thinking? Somebody, is that what I'm thinking? That she's talking about birth control? Is that what I'm hearing, guys? Or think what I'm thinking? Oh, y'all think, is that what y'all think it may be? Because I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But I had to look at it again, ring. First I thought it was a ring, and then I said, no, Cassie ain't got no ring. But I did let me see. Wait now. Sky said, Nova Sky said he didn't believe Cassie. Oh, that man just don't know what he's talking about. Nipple ring. Okay. Left allow, or maybe a piercing. Yeah. Yes, birth control ring. Okay. But when we watch this video of the Clayton Howard, I guess he said Cassie got pregnant by him allegedly, and didn't give him a chance to discuss it. But next thing he knew, I guess he was locked up. He's been to prison before, or jail or something. He's been locked up. Put it like that. If I say just say lock, he's been in lockup. That can mean anyone. Whichever one he's been in, that'll mean that one. That woman wishes he could have been at one of these parties. Yeah. Oh, she talking about man. Yeah, that's what you mean, man. That man wish he could have been at one of these parties. Talking about that porno, those tapes that he looked at, those freak offs. He know he was, even if man, you see, he know better. He's just playing a fool. He's just playing crazy. Is that the S workers doing, Cassie? Yeah, it is. Yes, he go by the name Dave. So that's the name that he used for his that's his name for his freak offs, or that's his exotic name. What they call him, his name that he uses. I need to go get some I need to go get some lotion and put on my hands now. Yeah. And then it says from Puffy, big new pen. What is that big new pen? Subject, I am supposed to come back to you. Oh no, I already read that one. That's the same thing. I'm supposed to come back to you. The one at the bottom that's blurred out, that's the one we can't see. But who knows? They probably show that part too.
It was really important to you to consider.
I think that was one aspect. Yes.
Did that make you feel that it was consensual?
It did seem like it. Yeah.
Talk to me about Jane.
Even in the videos and everything seemed very consensual.
Really?
Yeah.
How about with Jane? Obviously, she testified for several days, very emotional at times.
It was. Yeah.
What did you think of her credibility? Did you believe her?
I think it was very again riveting, long testimony.
What did she just ask him? Did you believe Jane? Testimony. She asked him a direct question again. Not once. This man don't answer no questions. Like I told y'all, you ask him a question, he ain't gonna answer that question. He gonna put it to everybody. We want to know, did you believe her before you start talking about other people? Did you believe her? Did it look staged? that freak tape, or did it look like it was consensual or coerced? Which is it? He's not saying. So we're not getting anything. It's almost like he's doing a filibuster. He's throwing some fluff up. She asked him a question. He threw the fluff stuff up. Okay, let me ask you this question. He threw the fluff stuff up. He'd never get to an answer.
And I did believe her, at least on some parts. Some parts were a little bit didn't add up as much. Seemed a little strange.
What part seemed strange to you?
Yeah.
One part for me that seemed a little strange was the night, I think, when Jane was in, when they had the fight.
Yeah.
It just, the timing seemed a little like you going from like one closet to another closet to the, it just, something didn't add up there.
Mm. How about the impact when you heard that her rent was being paid or her lawyer is being paid by the defendant? Did that surprise you?
That was surprising, yeah, and it was still being paid.
What did you think when you heard that?
Wow, it was surprising.
Well, if that was surprising, wouldn't that fall under one of those things of racketeering? Would it fall under that? And they said it was still being paid. Why would he still be paying her rent, still be paying for her attorneys? Because he wants to know everything. Is first of all, paying her rent, that means if you're paying her rent, that means that control. You got that leverage over her head. And then so she's gonna do whatever to keep her rent paid so her and her son have somewhere to stay, right? And then the second thing is paying her attorney's fees, meaning every time she meets with an attorney, they dip their nose. Everything the attorney tells her or they talk about, Diddley knows. He just didn't know she'd get up there and be going off on her own little tangents, on her own little bus. He said, "This is the bus I'm paying for, the attorney's bus. You stay on that bus." But when she got up there, she was on both buses. She was on her own bus at times, and they didn't expect that. But he don't understand. Let me take another bite.
I want to ask you as well about, obviously I'm talking about Diddy as if I know him. Like we know his name because he's, this very famous person. Did the fact that he was so famous, did that impact you in any way? Did you know him?
No, I did not know him.
Did you know his music at all?
No, I didn't really listen to his music.
So seeing him was just a stranger.
Pretty much. I know of him, and I know, but I don't really follow his music or the rap industry in general. So that might have been why I think a lot of the jurors, I think if you look at their backgrounds, I don't think they were, they didn't follow this or that. That's probably why they were chosen. I was never expected to be chosen, to be honest.
Yeah? Well,
I wasn't even looking for this at all.
Who would be,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But let me ask you, the other jurors, when you would talk to them, I know you weren't allowed to deliberate at all in this, but when you talk to them, were they familiar with who he was? Did his celebrity status seem to impact them at all?
No, I don't think so. No, I think.
Yes, I was on mute, Sky. I forgot. I hate putting myself on mute because I'm glad you brought that up, because when I put myself on mute, I forget to take it off mute. He's not really answering the questions. Keep saying everything is relevant. Yeah, riveting. Yeah, that's him. He ain't answering no questions. He ain't. He making me look at him. I've been looking at him sideways, and I can't stand to look at him right now. I really can't. Let me. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know I was on mute.
Everyone was really waiting for the interpretation of the law. And
is that because you were confused about the case or because you just wanted to know your marching orders?
I think we wanted to know our marching orders and how we need to look at everything. You know, I think we were really, I think, at least for me, we want to be, and we are asked to be as impartial as possible. So,
Starlight, let me tell you something. Starlight, I was thinking the same thing. I've been saying it. That's why when I read that, the jurors are very intelligent. Yeah, we only got one deli clerk in out of all this, and she could be in college. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, I have a list of I got a list of the jurors and everything. I need to bring it up. What they do. You remember when I showed that on one of my lives, and everything? A list of what all of them did. It gave their name, not their name. It gave their age and what they do for a living, their occupation, okay, and whether they was male or female, right? That's all we need to know. Their age, male or female, what they do for a living, okay? That tells us everything. And I really need to find that. Okay, thank you, Liz. You do remember that, and we was talking about it. I got to find that little slide. Yeah, why 8 men, 4 women? Yes, I got to find that. Hi, Terry. Thank you for coming in. Let me see. I saw this interview, and he does speak for everyone, and not directly what he thinks. Yes, I hit the like button. Thank you, Terry, for hitting the like button coming in. Yeah, he's like the orange man's coat. You know, if you ask them a question, a direct question, they don't answer the question. They tell you whatever. They have talking points. That's why I told you. I said in the beginning. I didn't say him though. I said somebody got paid because that mock trial. Now, one thing, it was already set. The judge knew he was going to not give him bail anyway, allegedly, but ain't allegedly. But judge knew that he wasn't going to set a bail for Diddy, no matter what type of stuff he give him. And we'll go over that little bail package. That he could have came up with $1 billion. You ain't getting out, Ninja. Here, a target. Yeah. Okay. No matter what he came up with, you aren't getting out, Ninja. You ain't getting out. Yeah, sounds robotic. Somebody else was talking the same thing. I think, now, I wrote this down, so let me see. No, let me let y'all know this here before I forget. Okay, let me let y'all know this. I forgot to tell you that there's 2 things I want y'all to be looking forward to on both of these dates. This month on the 8th. The 8th is coming up in, I think that's Tuesday. I think that's going to be Tuesday. I'll be live tomorrow in Monday tomorrow anyway, on Monday. Yeah, the 8th is on a Tuesday. So on the 8th, they're going to do the attorneys for both the prosecution and the defense have to meet the judge at the courthouse again. I don't know whether Diddy may be there. I think he may be there. I think so. Because his trial, anything to get out of that hellhole that he's in. But anyway, on Tuesday, coming up in 2 days. July 8th, they're going to have a sentencing hearing. It's not the one where they're going to sentence him. This is so they can go over the process, go over the guidelines, the process of how they're going to, what they're going to do and how it's going to be done. Okay. And then his sentencing date is October the 3rd. So October 3rd is the sentencing date. That's the day he goes in and find out how many years he got, or how much time they're going to give him, right? Now, so keep July 8th, which is on Tuesday, and October the 3rd. And October the 3rd, court's going to start at 10 a.m., not 9 o'clock this time. They're starting at 10 for his sentencing date. And then also that Diddy is trying to get out before October. He wants to try to use Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, which is July the 8th, or somewhere in between there, before October, because October is what, like 3 months from now? He don't want to wait that long. He wants to get out like now. And payback is going to be a witch for a lot of people, because I think he's going to get out. In my opinion, it's all revenge. And he coming after everybody that didn't show up for him. We know who and he got Cassie as #1 target. Cassie attorney already sent a letter in, and her attorney already read that. I think we listened to that earlier. Her attorney already read the letter. If we didn't, I'll just play it again. But anyway, let me see. Do I have the letter on my phone? Let me see. Oh. We can look at the verdict sheet. The verdict sheets, how they went over the verdict, which they knew was going to happen because somebody got paid. Think about it. Family was all high here, waving and stuff, going back in and out the courtroom, waving and smiling and laughing, and both boys brought their girlfriends. You know, the slow one brought his, and they was all out there dancing and waving and doing push-ups. And he running around in front of the courthouse with no shirt on. You know, the courthouse got the back and the front of the courthouse, whichever street you want to come off. But he was on the side where not that many people normally hang out at, and out there doing sit-ups and push-ups by the car vehicle, you know, the black vehicle and everything, out there clowning and got the music playing and stuff, acting a purity fool, seeming ungrateful for everything people had to put up with and do, and everything. A slap in the face to every victim and every family's victim, the family of those victims, a slap in the face. Oh, my Lord. These people need to come off and come straight. Y'all know what I'm saying? But anyway, so on October the 3rd, I will be going live on that, because we're going to make it a big party, October 3rd again. So y'all make sure you show up, because we're going to do another big giveaway and another big party for that one, because he's supposed to do some time. Now, I wrote down sentencing guidelines for his charges is like 21 months between 21 months to 27 months. That's no time. That's no time. And for each account, that's for each account for a first-time offender. Yeah, chick. Chick. That's the slow one. That's the slow one, guys. Oh, Chapman, what you say? I noticed that he was not interested at first, but as soon as she mentioned the taste, he had this slick, sneaky grin on his face, almost like he just woke up from sleep. Oh my God. Just woke up. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God.
We needed to know, you hear both sides of, one side, the other side. And it's very important to know what we're actually supposed to be, ruling at and how we're supposed to be looking at it from the judge.
There was a juror who was excused close to the end of the trial. What did you know about that and why?
We weren't told, what happened. I mean, I think someone had mentioned that it was, I think he lied about where he was from or something like that. But really, we were kind of kept in like isolation from like the whole day, not really told much, told to not, follow any news or turn off everything. Don't talk to anyone. Don't talk among yourselves about the case, which we followed. We really followed the judge's instructions. At least I did too.
So when that
speak for
person,
myself,
when that person was no longer in the chair after seeing them there for 7 weeks on end, or however many weeks it was in at that point, did you think it was odd? Did you have concerns?
No. I mean, that's why they have, they call 18 people, because then they knew it was a long case, and there's probably going to be someone's going to get sick or someone's going to drop out. So that's why. So
would you have wanted to hear Diddy testify? Would it have made a difference to you?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
It wouldn't have made a difference because it wouldn't have added to your understanding, or because you'd heard enough?
I think we heard enough. I don't know if it would have helped.
Why is he saying, I think we heard enough? What did he say? I heard enough, and they probably did too, or they may have heard enough. I don't know, but I know I heard enough. Okay. If you think think about this, I want y'all to look at it this way. He's talking about everybody all at once, right? So that means they had to talk about this among themselves and deliberating, doing a little dabbling in the deliberation themselves, like dabbing in it. Well, don't tell nobody, don't tell the judge, but we dabbling. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Because he keeps speaking for everybody every time she asks him a question. And she ain't just hitting on the question just for one day. She asking questions generally over the course of the trial. So that means they had to been talking over the course of the trial. So something is wrong with this man. I say he's telling off on himself. He's going to cause this thing can still go left. And he's trying to make it go left really, really quick. I already went through the verdict now. We got a verdict. Okay? Now he's trying to cause something else. I don't know, can you, before they get sentenced, can the defense say, we need a mistrial, because they asked for a mistrial. They did that almost every day. because they didn't supposed to talk among themselves about what's going on into the verdict. I mean, until the deliberation. But he acting like they've been talking for weeks and weeks, for over the course of the 2 months. That's why when the first day they was deadlocked on what was that? The count 1, racketeering conspiracy. Remember, they was deadlocked right away. Right. So I don't know what's wrong with him. Yep, I told y'all he frightens me when I look at him too hard. That's why I rather, instead of getting ice cream, guys, I went and got something else, some junk food. That's what I've been eating on here. Some more junk food, a different kind. But he is, I don't know.
Helped or hindered. I haven't really thought about that as much.
Yeah.
But I think it was really helpful again.
What? He said he really didn't think about that as much. Guys, I'm trying. I am trying. You all, I don't like his eyes. He's something about him. Something about him. I just don't know. I don't know, guys. He by now say not one more time, not one more time. Something I don't like. Because he triggers me. I don't know why. Maybe he looked like somebody from a scary movie or something that I watched as probably as a kid and scared the boo out of me.
In the end, at least for what we were looking forward to, what I was looking forward to the most was just the 61-page judge instructions of how we're supposed to be charged the law.
They did find him guilty of those transportation to engage in prostitution charges. The prosecution was being very sarcastic and laughing at the idea that these men were just being paid for their time. How did you see that statement?
You mean the defense?
Mm-hmm. Well, the prosecution said that, well, yes, you're right. The defense said that they were being.
Lord, somebody help me. Was she not clear? I think she was very clear of what she just said. And that wasn't even I am trying my best.
Being paid for the time. The prosecution was mocking that. Who did you believe?
No, I think the evidence to show that there was the transportation of prostitution, I think was overwhelming, and that's why the jury found him guilty on those.
She asked you, who do you believe? She asked you a direct question again. Who do you believe? He talking about the Lord. I would think she needs to not ask direct questions. Just ask them general. The jury. Everybody. What about the 8 men? How did y'all feel? Versus the 8 women. He probably all over that statement.
Two counts.
If you had been
because the prosecution not only they showed the hotel records, the bank records, the flight information. For that, I think that they proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt.
If for some reason you were to ever talk to Diddy, what would you tell him about how you saw this trial?
To be honest, I really wouldn't want to talk to him or anyone associated with that. I just wanted to kind of tell my side of the story, but I really wouldn't want to, associate with him or any of the.
He want to tell his side of the story, but he didn't tell his side of the story. He told everybody's side of the story. When she asked him any questions pertaining to himself, how he felt, what did he think, who he believed, what his opinion about, He didn't ever answer those questions at all. He answered the questions like he was talking for everybody. That like he's the sports the speaker for everybody, the spokesperson for everybody. They probably don't know you like that, man, and wouldn't take kindly to you speaking about everybody, about how they felt about something. Let them come out and tell their own story of how they feel, or who they thought, or what they thought, who was guilty, because you never answered yours. So we still waiting on you. I guess he said, I'm not going to answer no questions directly because I'm going to write a book and put all my information in the book. So y'all going to have to read about it. So I need to get my picture, my face out there so everybody know who I am. So I'm going to be the first one to jump on the bandwagon to do an interview. So I can, they remember me, and I do more interviews. Y'all just pay me, and I hope she didn't pay him. But he's on a bond. He's looking for the bus, riding with the money on it, the money train bus, in my opinion. And it's allegedly, because I don't know him. But that's my personal opinion. And I have a right to my opinion, just like he have a right, like he given everybody his opinions, but his own. Okay, so we good.
The people that are with him.
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
And it's about the video from the Intercontinental Hotel that you saw a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Was it a? Did you see
it? Sometimes they did it like frame by frame by frame.
What did you think of that? Did you see it enough? Too much? Too little? What?
I mean, it was a very bad video. I think they showed it. I think they showed it enough. I mean, they tried to show it both sides, and
did it make a difference to you in the actual charges that you would have had to deliberate over? Because he wasn't charged with.
He wasn't charged with domestic violence. No.
Did that surprise you?
No, because I don't think domestic violence is a federal crime. So.
Did it cloud the way you saw the rest of the charges by seeing that video?
No, I think we looked at just what we were supposed to be, what the judge had said we were supposed to look at, and then based off of the evidence that was presented to us, they ruled in that way.
Do you think he should go to prison?
That's for the judge to decide. I mean, he was found guilty on both counts, so. You know, the sentencing is not up to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not up to me. It's up to the judge, who was by the way, we were all impressed with the judge and how he was. So that the jury, I can't speak for the jury because I was an alternate,
mm-hmm.
but I think we all really much liked the.
What he said. Did y'all just hear what he said? He cannot speak for the jury because he was an alternate. Did he say that, or do I need to replay that part? Huh? He cannot speak for the jury because he was an alternate. But during this whole interview, that's all he's been doing. That's all he has been doing during this entire interview, is speaking for everybody. Because he sure didn't speak for himself. He did say that. Okay, I want to make sure I'm hearing this not cloudy. But he's been speaking for everybody when she asked him direct questions. But he can't speak for the but you just did.
The judge on this case, we found him to be very fair, very stern. He was no nonsense, but the way he conducted himself, at least from what we saw, because again, we only saw, the beginning, and they always had, when they had sidebars, they would have the white noise, so couldn't actually hear what's being discussed, but we were always impressed with the judge.
Hundreds of pages of notes, weeks of trial. Thank you for telling us what you were thinking.
No problem. Thank you.
Y'all can't tell me that was not a dig. I think that was her letting him know that I think that was her way of saying, you really didn't tell me anything. I think so. I think so. I really, really do think so. And nobody. Oh, Lord. You don't know what I'm saying? Somebody help him. Somebody help this man. Okay, now let's get on to Clayton Howard, the male escort or the SEX slave or whatever you want to call him. Talking about this guy, I'm not sure. I don't know whether he's the scientist or I have to find out his age. We need to find out his name. His name was given his first name is George. As for his last name, let's see. That way I can just pull his name up because she said his name. Let me see. Okay. She's not giving his last name. She just said George. Oh gosh. I don't know his last name. Is that for real? Sarah, is that one for real? Mortician? Who, Lord? Okay. Now, I don't know. This man was just speaking for everybody. All I could say, man, you were speaking for everybody. I don't know who you were speaking for. And I ain't got nothing to say about him. Let me look. Okay. Give me. Okay. Okay. We're getting ready to listen to the what do you call it? The IG live or the TikTok live, wherever he did it on. But anyway, Clayton Howard, he go by Dave as his stage name. Okay, that's what he go by. So y'all don't be messing with this man. And one thing I do want to say, when it comes to him, I'm going to tell you something. You know how you can believe more than one person because they both got their own story. And to be honestly, men can be abused too. Men can be victims of the same SEX or abuse too, or trafficking too, trafficking too. Male men, whether they're young or old, they can. But he's very intelligent. Dave, I'm going to call him Dave. That's what he goes by. That's his name. That's what Cassie and Diddy called him. And I think, in my opinion, go after Diddy too. Go after Diddy. Leave Cass alone. You can put your story out there, but go after the person with all the money. She just had another baby. Y'all at one time got along for most part because you was one of her main things. Okay. And I do believe him. Yes, I do. But I believe him in the fact that Cassie was drinking the Kool-Aid. She was brainwashed. So she gonna do what a master tell her to do. Diddy is the master. Is the pimp. Slip daddy. Diddy is the slip daddy. Slip. He's slipping all the way. Remember, he got all that baby oil. He's slipping all over the place, right? So when I say that, I'm not going to be long. When we finish this, okay, let's go ahead and watch him. Dave, okay? Now, don't y'all like, everybody got a right to who. Just kidding. Isn't he writing a book about Cassie? Whether he's writing a book. I'm not sure whether he's writing a book. I'm not sure, but I would love to know. I'm looking at something, guys. Okay. I don't know. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and watch it, okay? Is he writing a book? We're getting ready to find out. Now, I only listened to it one time. So I didn't catch everything. But we're getting ready to listen to it together. This information will be down in my description box below my video on the credit. Okay? Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all put your seatbelts on. Get ready and put your seatbelts on. I'm not driving nobody nowhere unless I know you got a seatbelt on. If you ain't got a seatbelt on, something is wrong. I'm just messing with y'all. Okay, I'll go ahead and get it. I just want to do something right quick. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh, wait. All right. I'm going to turn this up just a little, just in case, if y'all can't hear. Well, I think if you can't hear it, or you need to turn it up because we don't want to miss nothing on this. We don't want to miss nothing. No, yes. Money grubber, in my opinion. Yeah, he's asking. Cassie just got 20 million from the diddler, 10 million from the hotel. If he asking for a couple million, that's going to take money out of her pocket for taking care of her kids. And Cassie is target number 1 on Diddy's list. And then you know who is target number 2. I ain't going to say the person's name, but I'm not going to say his name. But anyway, that's going to take money away from taking care of her kids. If he want to sue somebody, Diddy was there. He's the one that was giving her the money because she didn't have no money. She was living off his money. You go after the bigger fish. Go after the diddler. Oh, I say that. That's what I'm just thinking out loud. I take that part back. He said Diddley drugged him. Yes, he did. Diddley drugged him. So you see what I'm saying? Him in the lawsuit, apparently, but no smoke for Diddy. Why go after somebody and already, if she was given $30 million, so half of that is already, most of that is already accounted for, gone now. Go after the person got all the money. Go after the person that drugged you. Go after the person that was trying to get you to ump him from the back. But I do believe you, Dave. Diddy wanted you to hump him. Then Cassie contradicts himself every other word, in my opinion. Yes, I saw this video. People are just coming out. Everybody gonna be coming out to work. Everybody. And I hope they all come out the woodwork for Diddy, because no, I take that. Yeah, we're just gonna watch this video. Y'all go after the person with all the money. All the money. He can't spend it right now because he's in jail. Well, he can spend it, but y'all know what I mean. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Y'all ready? Mr. Dave.
So good morning. I am Dave, the man who has just sued Cassandra Ventura for damages involved in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. And I'm looking through social media and I see a lot of the women out there, particularly black women like myself, who choose to victim shame me and try to do everything they can to discredit me, because the truth is that the loss of the Sean Combs trial was a loss to the Me Too movement and to hating women like the women who are trying to insult me. So let me tell you something, you women out there who would like to insult me. This is my story. I was paid by Cassie, Cassandra Ventura, for 8 years to be her male provider. I didn't have to be the best looking guy. I was the best in bed. And because I was the best in bed, guess what? I was given this arrangement. I was coerced. I was drugged. I was manipulated with promises of money and gifts for over a period of 8 years to continue to be this.
Who do you think promised him that? Cassie can't promise him all that because Cassie ain't got you. See what I'm saying? Diddler is the one that promised everybody all those things. But they do what you got to do, brother. But go after the big fish. Go after the big money. You don't want Cassie money because Cassie got to take care of her 3 kids. Go after the person that gave you and made you take, because she can't make you take nothing, but he can. He can.
Woman's provider at her expense and at the expense of Diddy. Now, at the time, legally, I didn't know my rights as well as I do now. I didn't create this conflict with Cassandra Ventura. She created it with me. She's the one who decided to bring up things that happened over 10 to 15 years ago to hold Sean Combs accountable for what was a partial truth. She's the person who introduced me to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's the person who told the U.S. Attorney's Office about our relationship. So in essence, those out there who want to hate on me, who want to say that I'm attacking Cassie, you should realize the truth, that Cassandra Ventura, your idol, did this to herself. She exposed herself to liability when she got on the stand and decided to mention me as the male escort who was with her when she overdosed and Diddy made her have sex with him. That was a lie, people.
She overdosed. So that means Cassie, and we all know Cassie was on the drugs too. Diddy made sure everybody do drugs. He made her into a drug addict. So you're doped up and high. She is too. So both of y'all doped up and high. But who is this person standing behind you is doing all the directing? He do mention how Diddy is all up in the way directing. I think that was on another. He went live, did a live interview. Did an interview with Tasha K. Y'all must go over there and see that. Right? So that's how he was talking about how Diddy tried to get him to stick him in his boot trap. We're trying to encourage him and stick him in his boot trap. But he said he ain't gay. He don't swing both ways. He's strictly women. Right?
Cassie had just woke up from sleeping 8 hours. Myself and Sean Combs were exhausted. We wanted to go home. Cassie's the one who forced that sexual encounter. People, she tells you that Sean Combs made her have sex on her menstrual cycle. I can't speak for anyone else but myself. But I know the one time that did happen, that Sean Combs was not responsible for that Cassie, in a drunken, intoxicated, hormonally imbalanced state due to her period, manipulated and forced herself on me during her menstrual cycle. And what I mean by that is I had no knowledge she was on her menstrual cycle because the room was completely dark. She manipulated the room. She manipulated the environment to get what she wanted, and then she...
Let me say this. Diddy people do that for him. It's called preparing the sexy. SEX, should I say. Remember, he talks about this on live interviews he do on different shows. I forgot the one I showed last week. But anyway, preparing that. Diddy locked the room dark. He locked the room this way, preparing the room. Diddy was doing this before Cassie. He just had to gradually guide her in that direction and brainwash her to let her think, this is okay. We can do this. And then because she was so in love with the man, she just followed everything he say. Don't they follow the orange-haired man, everything he say? And these are grown folks, old enough to be your daddy and my mama. And they follow this man around. So these grown old folks can follow the orange-haired around. Cassie can, at 19, can follow a grown man. That's whatever. Ooh, Lord. Oh, sweetie, it was business. You're right. It was business. I mean, it is so sad to me why more people can't see, at least with Cassie, how he did her. Even the man George in this interview we just looked at tonight, he can't even see it. Oh, well, he never said he couldn't see it. He just spoke for everybody and never gave her a direct answer, okay? Because he needed suspecting men to come to X. Oh, yeah, okay, X, SEX with Cassie while her husband watched so he could get closer. I don't understand these men. If you're not a ex-slave or worker, and you're just, but I think he said he did that because he was a con and he needed the money. But a lot of men like to punish her. Oh, I wasn't that. But you sure did it. You kept doing it, didn't you? You sure enough did it, didn't you? Then nobody go and tell you to do these things. That's so embarrassing. The drugs and the demons, they'll get you all the time. Get you all the time. Yes, he was graping before he decided to, AKA, wave attractive women to bite the ex-workers. Yeah, males into situations where he could make a pass, drug a drink. Yeah. Yeah. If you know you was drugged the first time you did it with her and you don't do drugs and you did all of this, you've been saying, oh no, I ain't going back there. Next time you call me, I'm not coming. When I see that number on that phone calling me, oh, I'm not going to answer that one. Just ghost. Just do that ghost thing.
Totally got up like I was the one who should have been grateful. You're on your period. That's disgusting, and I deserved more respect than that. As a man, if I had laid down with a woman and forced myself on her and orgasmed in her and she got up and it was leaking out of her, guess what? I would have raped her. So by statute, by case law definition, Cassandra Ventura sexually assaulted me. I'm not looking to destroy Cassie. I've given Cassie more than a year to settle this before things got out of control. The problem is she's being supported by women like you who would choose to attack male victims instead of accept the truth, which is that a woman could have lied to get revenge on the ex-boyfriend who broke her heart and hurt her.
Now, that's one thing I don't do. I don't attack male victims when they've been SA'd. No. I don't do that. Because I know people that files and stuff, Peter, file a case, they'll take anything. They'll do anything for anything. So yeah, I believe you that you was but I think you need to go after the diddler. But you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. I just slipped. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? He going after the wrong person, should I say. I take that part back. He just going after the wrong person. I don't need nobody that's crazier to come here. And there was a testimony. He didn't care if they were or not. Dilly made them do that. That's what I'm saying. Diddy made you do that, man. Turn around and look at Diddy. Diddy got to this man, plain and simple. That, oh, bingo. Bingo. Queen Liz, bingo. Diddy, first person on Diddy's list, his first target is Cassie. He can't get to her right now. He's going to find out other ways to get to her. I'm going to find some way right now that won't look like I'm coming at you. Go after the money. Go get my money. I'd rather for you to have it. Could be. I like that.
People, they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and that's true. If you hurt some women, they will do everything in their power. If you hurt some men, they'll do everything in their power to hurt you. But I want to end this by saying this. Cassie did this to herself. They say he who sets out on the course of revenge should dig 2 graves. People, Cassie dug the grave that is Clayton Howard herself. Cassie got on the stand trying to destroy Diddy. She should have took her $20-30 million and walked into the sunset, people. She should have never gotten on the stand and created further liability for herself by telling more of the lie that she created to get this man sent to prison for his life. She made a mistake when she got on the stand, people. She made a mistake when she got on the stand and lied about the events with Clayton Howard. Clayton Howard is a victim of Cassandra Ventura. Clayton Howard didn't ask to be in a relationship with Cassandra Ventura while she was sleeping with numerous men per week. I get it. You all think I was a nasty male prostitute sleeping with women, all different women all the time. It actually didn't work like that. To have certain types of people that can pay you that well, what you really have to do is you have to focus on people who are affluent. And affluent people don't engage in activities like that. So I might have had a client once a month. The truth is I was only a male escort for 2 years. I continued in the profession because Cassie and Diddy continued to pay me very well. And I was an expert.
Right there. Who named? It was 2 names just brought up. Side-eye. He is no victim. But now he wants it. The feds subpoenaed her. Laughing out loud. Did Diddy send him to take a statement to read here? Laughing out loud. Ooh. You know what? Y'all need to go watch. I know it's going to be late tonight, but tomorrow sometime, or if you stay up late, Tasha K. She got the full interview on this. Not this. He did an interview on Tasha K, right? Y'all know I don't call other content creators' names at all, whether good or bad. But I'm just saying this on this, telling y'all to go over and watch, because he also mentioned the transmitted disease. But one thing I can always say, he did say and made sure everybody know, Cassie smell good. Some women out here be stank up. Y'all be stinky. Even men be stinking. You just walk past them. I walk past some people in the grocery store. Well, I don't be in the grocery store that much, but if I did go, oh Lord, they be stinking. Oh Lord. I'm serious. Some people just stink because they don't shower but maybe once a week, or right before they get ready to go to church, the day before church, or the day before church, or maybe the day of church. They don't shower during the rest of the week. They don't do that. They be stinking. Some just don't shower at all. If they do, they're afraid to use their water bill. Pay a water bill, I guess. Afraid to use that water up because they be stinking. But one thing he did say, Cassie smells like, what did he say? Lilac or something, he said. And he said she smelled, every time he's been with her, she smells good. Ain't no, if you're going to be looking good like he does, at least you got to smell good. He said she smelled, I guess Cassie said she's gonna keep herself smelling good because Diddy working her so much she can't ever get well in one spot. Mm-hmm. He was younger. You got to remember, this is he in age, guys. Oh my God. Okay. Not the Athens family. Anybody but them. Okay. What's her name? Tuesday or Wednesday? One of the kids. Uncle Fest is the Fester or whatever. You think so that he was starstruck? This is about revenge for the Diddler. That's what I'm thinking. Give Diddy that side eye. He the one with all the money. You coming after somebody that ain't got the money. You're gonna sue somebody, go after somebody with the money. Miss Pink, I listened to that interview. She put on her sunglasses every time. She didn't really believe him. Come on, Dave. We're gonna finish playing Dave.
I needed money. Yes, I was trapped in the situation. I'll admit that. I didn't know what to do. But does that mean I should be victim shamed because the same thing that happened to women all the time happened to me as a man? No. And for those women out there, for you black women who choose to shame me as a black man for telling my truth, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's probably pretty much all I have to say. You will not see me too much in the media. I don't need the public to believe me. I just need a jury of my peers and 12 people to believe me in the court. And thanks to the testimony of Cassie during the trial of Sean Combs, I have that. Thank you for watching. Stop victim shaming. Thank you.
Okay. What he said is the same thing Jonathan Oddie said. Him and Jonathan Oddie. We ain't talking about that that no good what's his name? The pusher, not the pusher, the Punisher. Because he just trying to Punisher trying to get his book to sell. And then he want to be on Diddy's payroll, I guess, soon as Diddy get out. Because he know Diddy pay well. And he's going to be one of Diddy's main men. That's my opinion. That's why you couldn't get nothing out of the Punisher. But he also, he did an interview with Tasha K, but he had contacted her a year ago, over a year ago, with his receipts or something, or over a year ago. And so he finally get back with her people or her. And that's how you see this interview of this. But that one is much longer. And I would say, watch that, Tasha K. Because, and y'all know I don't promote no other content creators on my live. But I'm saying it because I want y'all to hear his a full interview of this, what he's saying now. Okay? I still, yeah, there are male victims, yes. But let me just say this. Cassie, I believe Cassie. And I do believe Cassie deserved more money than she got. Girl, I would have asked for 50 or 100 million. Because one man did get 100 million from you. Clayton. I think his name is Clayton. Oh, no, this is Clayton. What's that man's name? Oh, Lord. Let me, sorry about that, Clayton. There was another man that got a lot of money. Let me see, do I have his picture sitting up here? Here he is, right here. This is him. I got his, let me, He's still in jail. He won a lawsuit against Diddy for $100 million. He was awarded $100 million in the lawsuit. Let me go and see. Oh, let me get myself to the side. Man, you can't sit in front of me. Let me see. Do I still have those papers on him? Cordell Smith. I think this is it. Let me I think this is it, guys. We're getting ready to find out. If it is, I got all of this. Yeah, this is him. Derek Lee Cordell Smith. He's the plaintiff. And Sean Combs, Sean Puffy, Diddy, Daddy, Diddy. Y'all got to give me a break when I say this man's name. I do better just saying the Diddler. Because, let me see. Sean Puffy, Daddy, Diddy. Did I? The Diddler. Okay, aka Sean P. See, I can't. This man got so many names. Sean P. I'm just gonna say Diddy, aka Diddy. That sounds like a hit there. Diddy. Ooh, that's music there. The Diddy. Ooh, Lord, I can make some money off that hit. Don't nobody steal my I just came up with that. Don't nobody steal it, okay? My Lord. Oh my God. Okay. Let me go back to this here. What is this? Bad Boy Records label owner, founder. Diddy run the city? Diddy run the city? Sean Combs. Sean Puffy Combs, defendant. Proof of service. See, this dated May 31st, 2024. That's just last year. Right? Let me see what else I got. Because I got it right over. Let me see, can I see this? Because I got my name and stuff right over with. I swear and declare that I mailed one copy of this pleading by certified mail in first class mail to the defendant at Sean Combs. Okay, that's been highlighted out by me for a good reason. But I got a copy of this. I always have my copy where I read from paper. I print out a copy because I can't see it from here that good. But this is in Los Angeles, California. That's this was come on May 31st, 2024 for notice of lawsuit, and the documents contained within the, what is this? I can't see that. Something about truth and real and accurate and done to with the best of my knowledge and ability. So within the, I don't know. But anyway, this was May 31st. Y'all, that's my little slideshow over it with my, let me bring up the other one. Let me get, so I can see it a little better. Let me see. This doc number 2. Yes, I'll just show y'all the docs. Okay. See down here at the bottom. See, okay, wait. First, let's look at this part. Let's see, go down here. Mr. Combs, y'all see it at the bottom? Mr. Combs seek an expedition hearing on this emergency motion due to the potentially serious impact of the improperly entered $100 million default judgment. The default judgment has been the subject of international media attention, and if it is not properly set aside, it could have adverse financial implications for Mr. Combs. Well, Mr. Combs, you supposed to be a billionaire. $100 million ain't gonna help you none. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. He won it, but he's still in jail. But he's a rich jail man. Is that the same one? Okay. This court lacks personal jurisdiction over Mr. Combs in filing this motion. Basically, Sean did not make it or answer back. He did, you have to answer back. If you don't answer back in a certain number of days, they give you a certain number of days to answer back, in which he did not. He failed to do that because he claimed it went to the wrong address, or not his address, but it went to, he got several addresses. He claimed it went to the wrong address or something. And therefore he was trying to get it to stop or whatever. But this man actually defended himself. He did everything himself, but he did have an attorney. An attorney was in the because they did it over Zoom, because they did it over Zoom. It had the attorney, him, and the judge. Let me see, can I find that one showing him with the attorney over Zoom? Here it is, right here. I'm going to show it to you guys. I got all the docs for this. This is when I did this. I did it September the 16th. Breaking news. Did Diddy? Oh Lord, why do I want to say Diddy first? Did Sean P. Diddy Combs get arrested today, September the 16th, 2024? That's the day he got arrested. He got arrested on that Monday. That was on a Monday that's why he's still in jail now. But also I dropped this at the same time, because when Sean got arrested, I think I had already pulled this before then, and I already had it. So I decided to go ahead and do both of them at the same time. Talk about his arrest and talk about how Mr. Man got his money, how Mr. Smith got his money. He got paid. Taylor, thank you for being here. It's called Filing an Answer to the Lawsuit. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you. Filing an answer to the lawsuit. And welcome to the Pink House. So I did this the day, this was a live I did September the 16th. And that is Cordell Smith right there. There's an attorney for him. He did his paperwork in jail by himself, because he's been studying this stuff. When you're in jail, you ain't got nothing else to do. And this is the judge in the black, the lady with the white hair. Not white hair, the lady with the glasses on. That's her. And so when I did this, I did that. And let me, that's 3. Let me try to get the complete page of the third one. That's 3. And also, we're going to go back over some. Remember, Sean has also been hit with other cases as well. Just he was trying to make a bail time again for the 4th time. I think this is the ending of it, because this is 1 and 2. So I need to find the one that's got 3 on it. Okay, so I got the motion and I got to find something that with number 3, half a 2 on it, starting at 3. Okay, because this is a later page. This is toward the end. Oh, this is Cordell Smith. He had mentioned that I think Sean came to the prison. I do not know the plaintiff. That's Sean, I guess. I do not know the plaintiff, Derek Lee Cordell Smith. I never assaulted the plaintiff, Derek Lee Cordell Smith. Yeah, I remember what was in those court papers. What he did. And you know what? He was trying to do him like he was trying to get Mr. Man to do him. I never paid the Detroit police officer or Monroe police officer or anyone else to keep an assault hidden. That ain't pass him. You telling the truth on that, the Dippler? I don't know about that. I never visited the plaintiff, Cordell Smith, in prison. I deny all the allegations set forth in the complaint in this case, as so far as they pertain to me. Further, affidavit. Let me see. You see his signature, Sean Combs, right there, State of New York, and that's his attorney, Mark Griffalo, whatever his name is. And this is scribed and sworn before me on this, is that the 11th day of September, 2024. This is right before, think about this. Sean was arrested September the 16th. Few days before he was arrested. This is on the 11th, signed by Sean on the 11th. Because you can see the correction. It looked like they had the 12th date and then they corrected and put the 11th there. Okay. So he was arrested on September the 16th, 2024. This was signed on September the 11th, 2024. Sean, somebody got you in some. Good night, Pinkie. I have to work tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here, sweet tea. We're going to be going after we get through with this. I want to try to bring up the other papers on this one here. I brought up the ending paper. And I got also, who is this? There's another. I want to go ahead and read over some more suits of his. Let me see. Somebody, everybody may know her. Last name, she's seeking $50 million that he trafficked her for his party gas. That's a young woman. And then we should never forget about this guy here. Y'all know why we should never forget about him. Because he's the same man that corroborated Cassie's story word by word, almost identical. If you didn't know if you didn't know these are the same people, you hear that story somewhere, you'd be saying, oh, somebody else told me that same story. They must be making that up because they must saw that in a movie or something. Because they don't even know each other, know the same show. That must was a movie or something. No, because remember, I did the whole video, his entire interrogation in this little room with his hospital nightgown on. That's a hospital nightgown he have on. This is Jonathan Oddie. This man, and Diddy locked him. Well, I don't say Diddy. Well, somebody locked him because he got the big wing. And he's big. He's a big muscular man. And he had a very, I got pictures of him. And when you see his pictures before he got locked up and gone crazy. And dying. Just remember on the same date, which is May 5th, when May 5th came and Diddy was in his first day of trial, he had trial that same day too. But that wasn't his first one. That was so many of them that every time he get a trial, chance to go to trial, you know what happened? It get canceled and pushed back. It's been going on for as long as he been in there. Somebody want to keep him locked up without getting a trial because he had already spilled the entire beans on this interrogation. in here, and the police, the popo that was the person that was interviewing, not taking a statement or whatever, decided not paying, kept trying to shut him down. But Adi, instead of getting shut down, he kept going on with his story. He'll pick up when the man stop him, and then he'll continue. He'll pick up, and the police trying to shut him down. He'll continue. He told him everybody. He named some rappers. He said that was on the down low and everything. I ain't saying no names. You have to watch my old video, or maybe tomorrow I may play it. Yeah. We need to hear it. Because if you hear this video, everything that Cassie said will fall right in place. Will fall right in place. He was a victim for 8 years, and he stayed that long. He got all that he had from everybody that was at the party. They was just passing along like they was fun pills. Yep. But this Jonathan Adi, he sued, the reason Jonathan Adi sued Puffy for $5 million, and he got it. He won it. Guess why? So he can shut him down on that STD. That's a bad one. This is the type of STD you get it, and it becomes your best friend for life, forever. It stays with you forever and ever. You be, oh, you're my new best friend. For all we know, he already had it. That is true. You're right about that, champion. You're right. Is this the man arrested at Trump Tower? Yes, it is. That's Jonathan Adi. He's the one that stole the big flag from in front of the hotel or whatever, and then draped it on the counter in the lobby. A big giant one. You've seen them big giant ones they have over the car dealership flying in there. He had one like that. And then he get into a pow with the popos. And then he get popoed in the leg. Two pow-pows in one leg and one in the other leg, or down in the ankle, around the foot, the ankle, not the foot, the ankle or calf or something like that. Yeah, because they caught him. I think when he got on the 3rd or 4th floor, he gave up. Basically, he running and they running behind him and everything. Y'all need to see the video. I guess tomorrow we'll play that video. Because this falls in line what Dave, the ex-play, was saying. So the video of Dave we just got through watching, this falls him, he tells the same story. How all these men that don't even know each other telling the same story about Diddy. But Jonathan Adi right here, he said a lot about Diddy. And then also, don't forget, where is he? I want to go ahead and give y'all, I got his information on what happened to him, because I got the rest of the docs and everything. So if we have time, we'll go ahead and read what he have to say too. And it's like, how all these men that don't even know each other notice they claiming all the same thing? Weird to y'all? How all of them got the same story? And for a grown man to be coming out with this? And let me tell you why I believe none of them testified, Sky, during this trial. First of all, I don't know whether you was in here when I said it. That was a great performance. That was a great performance on Tuesday, the 2nd. Somebody got paid. That's all. You don't want to bring somebody in and you don't know what they're going to say, especially when they've already been suing. You don't want to bring nobody in because think about it. Jane Bozeman, her attorney was paid by the Diddler, same as her house. he tend to pay people's house payments and rent money and everything so he can keep. That's control. That's like a narcissist. They want to control everything. They want to control you. They want to keep you in fear of losing something or missing something or not having something. That's how they work on you. Keep you always in fear. And the only person can save you is them. And then you really don't be working no job because he's taking care of everything. And then he gives you money for all these free calls. But you may not have been a drug addict then, but you won now. You're an addict. You know? But anyway, so we're going to listen to, I want to bring up Cordell, but also I want to bring up the Jonathan Oddie and what I'm in tomorrow in a little bit. Because let me see, Jonathan. 1, 2. This got to be 3. No, that's not 3. I'm trying to find 3 guys because okay. I can't. Okay, we showed the first couple ones. Let me see if I can't find 3, and I just get them in order because I got them all, but they're not in order no more because I put other stuff in here. Let me see. I'm going to see is this following the. Okay, let me see. Had Mr. Combs been noted in a timely manner of this outrageous claim, he had defended himself as he is prepared to do now, but he did not have that opportunity because the plaintiff failed to serve Mr. Combs. First, the judge would know whether you did not get served because there's no way a judge is going to award the plaintiff the $100 million. So somebody is lying here. And I don't think she know you like that, Diddy. I really don't think she know you like that. But service made through certified mail to be proper. The defendant himself must acknowledge receipt of the mail, and a copy of the return receipt must be signed by the defendant. And then they give this here, MCR and stuff like that. Neither requirements were satisfied here. While plaintiff filed a, what is that? What is that, a P? Whatever. But in verification of certified restricted delivery as address mail, the listed address. See? So that's not the part from 3. Because remember I showed 3. Let me see. It seems like I can't. Okay. Let me try this one. I'm looking for starting at 3, ending at 2, starting at 3. And if I don't find it, guys, that's okay. We'll just pull it up tomorrow. Okay. That's not it either. This is the argument of it. So I'm missing. That was page. I think there's 3 or 4 that I'm missing. But we'll just find. We'll work on it tomorrow. I got them in here. I got them all, but don't ask me to find them right now. But anyway, tomorrow we're going to go over the stuff with Jonathan Oddie. And then we'll work on Cordell Smith. And then I really want to take a look back at Rodney Jones. Remember Little Rod? He filed his lawsuit too after Cassie did hers. And I want to look at his because a lot of his stuff that he's saying was mentioned in that trial by different people. a lot of people was named. One person that was named that is her name is Croatia Young Miami. She had a show called Croatia or something, please, or whatever you call it. But anyway, that was on Revolt TV, right? Diddy was the CEO, I think, or something like that, or that show or cable, that show. But he, because of him being around Young Miami and everybody, Young Miami did some foul stuff lately. Right up, let me just say this. After the verdict was announced, that Diddy only facing those 2 counts, which is little to no time in the lockup. But like I told you all, there's got to be a superseding indictment or something coming his way for him to be able to, for them to keep him. I really do think there's some more lawsuits. There is something coming his way, and it's going to be big. And they already got him locked up, so why have him unlocked up, then locked up? You see what I'm saying? So something is coming his way. It is, guys. And so, but we're going to work on that tomorrow and everything. But so since we're going to work on that tomorrow and everything, oh, Lord. Oh, okay. Y'all saw him down on his knees. Y'all saw that. And then at one point he had his hands up like he was praying. Y'all saw that? And everything. Yeah, he was surprised. He was surprised because he thought he was going home. And his attorney I didn't like, I'll make sure I have it. I don't like what his attorney, the way they did was calling Cassie. Ooh, all kind of names. What man? And I said to myself, that came from nobody but the Diddler. And he had to do what the Diddler said. Oh, Lord. Scott, you bring that up to me. I wasn't even thinking that. And I don't want to think that way. I don't want my mind to go down that hole. Oh, Lord. Please. Please. Oh, Lord, I can't even stand to pull it up and look at it. I don't want my mind to go that way. I don't want to think like that. Ooh, my Lord, girl. You causing, giving me chest pains. Oh, calm down. Oh, I get chest pains when you think about that. There's a lot of people, let me just say this. A lot of people came out to say that Diddy being out is a threat to a threat. They don't feel safe. There's what's her name? Diddy's chef. She's a young lady. I got her video somewhere. She don't feel safe. We'll go into that tomorrow. Let me put it here. I'll make a note, so I'll make sure I cover that tomorrow. Oh, my pen is running out. My pen. Okay. And then we're going to do Jonathan Oddie. And then Cordell Smith. I'm put docs here. And Jonathan Oddie video. Okay. And then I add other stuff in that. I'm going to, several people, Cassie had a letter that was written and her attorney read it. for the public and for everybody. But the judge got it. Also, other people wrote letters to the judge as well. And they don't feel safe if he's out because they know that he's going to come for everybody that testified, everybody that filed claims, anybody that didn't show up for him, you know. And a lot of people already left. They're already packed up their bags. They're gone. They're getting out of Dodge. Y'all better go. I said that in my last video. Y'all better go. I've been saying that the last 2 videos or 3 videos. Y'all better go ahead and go. Because you don't play with cray-cray. You don't play with a cray-cray narcissist. That's one thing you don't. They already cray-cray, and then they are narcissists too. Oh Lord. Then, oh Lord. And then they got money too. Oh Lord. Y'all better run. I can see you got a cray narcissist that's broke. Like the other one I talked about for over a year, 2 years, that one. But he still do crazy things too. He just a broke one. Living from pillow to pillow, sleeping on everybody's couch. Yeah. But anyway. Oh Lord. Okay, we getting ready to go. I can't think about no pardon or nothing. Oh Lord, that just Do y'all want to talk about that tomorrow? No, we don't. No. That what my Phoenix say. Oh gosh, I should tell you, my Phoenix, he Y'all know what he's doing. I'm not going to tell you. I'll leave that alone. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow and everything. I'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to pick back up on this, and we're going to get the rocking. Okay? We're going to get the rocking on it. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and just tell everybody, see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't want to go to work because my boss is a jerk, and I'm